Hi everyone, this is Sean Chua, Master Trainer for Chemistry in Winners Education Center. I'm also the invited author for both the O Levels and A Levels Chemistry 10-year series, and I'm writing for SAP Publisher for the last 10 plus years. Right now, today I'll just like to record this video to share with you how to select 10-year series, especially for the sciences. Let's say for chemistry. I think a lot of students, including their parents, do not know which edition of the 10-year series they should buy from the schools or from the popular bookstores, and usually they get the wrong book or they get both. Right, so there are two editions, all right, every year. One is called the Topical Edition, the other one is known as the Yearly Edition. Now each serve its own purpose, so you should know which book you should buy and use first. So let me give an example. Right, so if you are Sec 3 or Year 3 this year, you will not be able to complete the whole syllabus by this year. All right, so this book will be the one that's suitable for you. It's known as the Topical Edition. All right, so what happened is the questions in Cambridge for the past 10 years has been broken down or split into so-called topic by topic by authors like me. All right, so that students can work on these past year questions on a topical basis. And this book is for topical mastery. So once again, if you're in Sec 3, you can start to work on this book anytime right now. All right. Now, what about if you're Sec 4 and you're taking your O Levels, your IP chemistry this year? Now, if you're Sec 4 this year, what you need to get is, once again, this book. But if you have already a copy of this that you bought in Sec 3, which was last year, that's good enough. In case you have not worked on all the questions there, all right, based on the topics you learned in Sec 3, you can still continue to use them, and you can use it for your Sec 4 topics accordingly. All right, so this is based on topical basis. So this was topical mastery. Now, then what about the yearly version, the yearly edition, you will ask? This is the yearly edition. All right, you can see the size is slightly different. All right, so this is kind of the actual paper size. All right, the actual exam paper. All right, kind of size that you see in your national O-level exams. So this is on the yearly basis. So Sec 3 should not buy this book because this is not relevant to them at all. Because for the Sec 3s, once again, you have not learned all the topic yet. All right, so you cannot see the integration of the questions as in the O-level exam. So this is not relevant for Sec 3, but for Sec 4, this is a must. And usually if your school asks you to buy the yearly edition, you don't use it, you realize. You've been keeping it in the drawer, in the locker for the longest time. Now, when do we use the yearly book? We use this usually for time management. So as you can see, is based on yearly by year. So what happened is this is usually done. All right, you should do this 2 to 3 months before your major exam, which is say your O-level exams. All right, when you have finished your syllabus, every topics you have learned them, you have revised them, and you think you're quite good, and you want to prep for your exam, then this is time whereby you do paper by paper, and then time yourself with a watch, all right, with a stopwatch or a watch, and then to see how you fare under time condition. So once again, this book is for Year 4, all right, or Sec 4, and this book is for Sec 3 as well as the Sec 4. If you are in Sec 3, if you get a copy of this, and if you're Sec 4, if you already have a copy that you bought last year, you don't have to buy a new one. Because the only thing that's missing from last year's book is what we call the 2022 November paper, which is inside the yearly book itself. All right. So once again, do understand which book you should buy. This applies to other sizes similarly. All right. So once again, the book that I just showed is by SAP Publisher. Personally, I believe they are one of the better publishers around, and you can consider their books. And for the chemistry, they are all written by me. Both the O Levels and later on the A Levels will also be published. All right. This is Sean Chua once again. Thank you.